Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. We are going to create this WhatsApp web UI clone. As you can see, this is just an image that I have downloaded from the internet since the WhatsApp user interface, the WhatsApp web user interface looks exactly like this. So this is just a picture that I took from the internet. This is not my design, and I just took it from the internet. Okay, so what are we going to use when we are creating this WhatsApp web UI? We are going to use React.js. We are going to use React.js, and then we are going to use Next.js, and we are going to use Tailwind CSS. Okay, so these are the stacks that we are going to use. So in this video, I just want to give you some sort of a concept of how are we going to do things, and also to bring some theory in the mix so that you can have a broader understanding, since in most videos you don't really get a bit of theory behind things, so that you can at least have an understanding of how things are going to be done. Okay, let's talk about about Next.js. Okay, so what we are going to do in Next.js, we are going to use Next.js routing. Okay, in the actual WhatsApp web application, when you click here, for instance, when you click here, John Smith, when you click on John Smith, you will see all the conversations, your conversations with John Smith. However, the address bar doesn't necessarily change, so meaning that let me just show you on an April UI clone that I did, so that you can have an idea of what do I mean when I'm saying the address bar doesn't change. As you can see, we've got a / browse. When we come back to radio, we've got a / radio, but on WhatsApp web this doesn't happen. So in our case, since we want to learn Next.js routing, this is how we are going to do it. When you click here, this section will be shown, yes, but the address bar also will change. The reason will be we want to also teach ourselves the Next.js routing. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. As you can see, this can act as this left section, and this part as it is, it can act as a middle section. I think even this scroll bar, you see, maybe we might as well add some sort of a scroll bar here in this side. So that's how we are going to do it in our case. Okay, and the other thing, mainly you are going to learn about Tailwind CSS, but in doing so, I am going to give you some sort of the essence and the fundamentals of CSS or vanilla CSS. For instance, let's just talk about this left section. As you can see, there is this section here. If we can draw rectangles, we might have the first rectangle here, the second one here, the third one here, the fourth one here, that holds everything that is inside these scrolling item or these contacts. They are going to be some sort of in a box. Okay, so as you can see, we are going to have this one, the bigger one, this one, this one, and this one. All three of them, they will be displayed flex, but the direction of the flex will be columns, not rows. Okay, and then in terms of this section, this one and this one, as you can see, it's a display flex, but it's a display flex of row. Okay, as you can see also here in the conversation, these are more like items, but they are displayed flex, but in a row. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, as you can see, that there is a lot of display flex here. So I'm going to teach you in details how the display flex property works, and also what can you do with it. Okay, what else are we going to talk about? Also, we are going to bring a little bit of functionality. As you can see here, when you click here, this is supposed to disappear, right? Yes. So when you click here, this is supposed to disappear. So there will be that little bit of interaction here and there, and also meaning that it's not going to be just plain Tailwind CSS without some sort of interaction. Okay, so that means at least there will be a little bit of some interaction. And also when you search here, these items need to some sort of change. So these items need to change. Okay, also let's go back to Next.js. Okay, in fact, now let's go back to React.js. Okay, so as you know, with HTML you write a mock-up of everything in one place, but with React.js we are going to have standalone component, meaning that these are some sort of UI component that you can reuse. Okay, meaning that this part, only this section, can be a standalone component that can be reused, meaning that we have to give it a name. And also this part can be a standalone component. These conversations can be standalone components with variation. This one has got a background white and this one has got a background light green, as you can see, but it can be some sort of one component. Okay, then it will differ here and there. Okay, and also these contacts can be components. So what we are going to do as we are building this user interface, we are going to have some sort of standalone React components that we can reuse, that help us to have a clean code that is easy to follow, and also it help us to some sort of capitalize on the try principle, which is DRIY, do not repeat yourself. So meaning that we can some sort of write thing once and use it every time, meaning that this is going to be the same component. Then this gray part will be the active component. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. I'm so excited. Obviously when I'm looking at this UI, some sort of UI project or UI tutorial, it's not something that I feel like it's something that is easy. So remember, in this channel I am not the all-knowing guy. I'm not an expert. I'm also learning. I want to become a better React developer or a better front-end developer. So even to me, this is not like something that I know from scratch. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and also we are going to make use of these websites in so that we can search and get whatever that we want to get. But in doing so, I will be explaining some terms and also drilling down on the good programming practices, and also the principles like solid principle if there is a need. Otherwise, for me, I'm Matthew Msingati. If you like tutorials and videos such as these, or also you will want to be notified when I upload and release a video on this WhatsApp Web UI clone series using React, Next.js and Tailwind CSS, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, for me, thank you so much. See you on the next one.